Hello everyone, thank you so much for watching. My name is John Gardner at Good Earth Natural Foods in Hot Springs, Arkansas. We have Todd Scorer back. Welcome, Todd.
Good to be back, John. Something light today that I'm holding, and
yes.
A little small container. It's called Chaga.
Excellent item. Very good item.
Very new to the industry, and the one thing, John, that we have learned over the past 10 years is the medicinal power of mushrooms. You know, I mean, there are mushrooms out there from maitake to shiitake to reishi that we know are very, very powerful products. We've got one here that's fairly new on the marketplace called Chaga. It's a very hard, dense growth that grows on birch trees, hardwood trees, and they basically take this, boil it down into an extract. In fact, all of your mushrooms have to be boiled down or heated to get the extract, get the active from them, and then take it. And what it does, John, and what we found that it does is endless. I mean, in the body itself and how it turns on the immune system, what it does to the cells, how it produces SOD, germanium, all of these things that are in it. It's truly amazing. The more we learn about mushrooms, the more I'm mystified, and the more that I do believe that when we start researching them even further, I think we're going to find that they're probably one of the most health-giving things in nature that we know of. And this particular one here, Chaga, is right in there with maitake, reishi, shiitake, all of those. So a very, very powerful product. It's in a syrup. Now, I'll tell you this, guys. I had some Chaga that I boiled down. A friend of mine found some in Missouri. He brought them to me. We boiled them down, put them in a tea, and it was... needless to say, something you're not going to drink watching the Super Bowl. So, so anyway, Chaga is a very bitter, like most mushrooms, they're kind of a bitter, nasty type of taste. This is a syrup. A whole lot easier way to take it. If you're going to drink any type of mushroom tea, you're going to find it has a very dirty taste, a very earthy taste. Personally, not one that most people like. I don't like it either. Put a little syrup in it. Honey works very well as well with it. So again, mushrooms, when you start thinking about immune system stimulation, do the research on it, folks. Google Chaga, maitake, shiitake. Look into these mushrooms because they're what they do for the body is amazing.
Well, let's take a step back and talk a little bit more about it. Actually, this company is North American Herb & Spice. They actually pride themselves of doing the research and also working very hard environmentally. They'll actually go out to the Amazon forest. They'll forage for this. There's no trees that are cut down, no birch trees like you'd mentioned. They actually will have a native climb the tree, cut off the growth, and actually they have found that in time, months, years later, that growth is actually back on the same knot of that tree.
Oh yes.
And so it's really interesting. You also mentioned it's very good for your glands in general, the body source itself. And it's high in SOD naturally. What is SOD?
SOD is one of the most powerful antioxidants that we know of. The body basically produces it, John, and then it's rich in certain foods. And it's one of the most powerful antioxidants that we know of that the body produces. So this basically helps the production of SOD in the body. And when we're under stress, John, when we're under a lot of pressure, stress mentally, physically, SOD levels go through the roof. The body's trying to deal with that repair process. So if you give the body something when you're under stress, the body's backlogged, it's not producing enough of these nutrients to help recovery. Here's something that you can add to the body to kind of assist the body along. And we're all under stress, John. Most of the time it's mental more than physical. But either way, stress is damaging, causes cortisol release, those type of things. Here's a good way to buffer that. And not only do you get that side of things, but the immune system stimulation, the cell stimulation, all of those things. Wonderful product. Look into medicinal mushrooms, folks. One of the most fascinating things to date that I've seen in the industry with these medicinal mushrooms. I cannot get enough of them. I've seen so many things on the market, nothing that comes close to this.
Well, excellent. We appreciate you coming, Todd, and educating everyone and myself as well. And we appreciate you at home watching, and always have some literature available. Anyone wants to come in and snag it and have any questions or concerns, please look us up. You can either call us, come in, find us on Facebook now, Good Earth Vitamin, or even on YouTube. So anyway, have a great day. Thank you so much for watching. Good Earth Natural Foods is sponsored by Solaray, Bluebonnet Nutrition, Enzymatic Therapy, and Nature's Way.